So then that leads us to the writing process then. So then generally speaking, would it be one of you brings a riff and then see what other people think of it, or if it brings something to mind, or
Yeah, well, like I'll bring in a riff and I'll like, we'll try to do the three of us together. But like how it works with me and Phil is like Phil gets the drum part by playing it over and over again, like when we're like jamming it together. And then John and I will get together and write out the guitar parts and be like, hey, what are you doing here? What's the song structure? And then we'll try and like tie everything together. But typically, like I'll bring a riff and then be like, okay, add something to this in that sense. Like I'll have an idea of maybe how like dynamics work, but then like in cases where like Black Widow will be like, hey, this is the chord progression I'm doing. John put something over this, and that was like how you came with that ascending line, and it gives it so much more character and flavor to both my just. I come up with the basic rhythm parts, and then everyone else puts on their own parts afterwards.
Yeah, Eric brings the song 90% done.
Like a skeleton or the structure.
Like he's written it in his bedroom on his bed with his acoustic guitar. He knows like the song, right? And then we kind of build from there. That's how I like to work. I feel like more like, like a side guy musician. Like I have a harder time sitting down and writing a song from scratch. But like if someone brings me some chords, I'm like, ooh, there's so much we could do with these.
Yeah. That's also another thing that's not super common in the rock world, right? Of like being the sideman kind of mentality,
Yeah, exactly. And I like a lot of people. I really like Johnny Marr from crap, I can't remember. He played on like One Modest Mouse album. What was the band? The album's called Meat is Murder. Fuck, I'm blanking real bad.
I know who you're talking about though.
Yeah. They're very popular 80s bands. Someone's like screaming at their computer right now. Anyways, but yeah, and he just did one album with Modest Mouse. He's like, oh, I wasn't joining the band. I just wanted to do an album with them. And that one was like, We Were Dead Before like this ship ever sang. It's one of my favorite albums. I'm like, it's very cool. Like you just had this one person come like add their voice to it and then they're gone. Well, I'm sticking around, but better, man. But I like that idea. It's just like, what can I add to this? Okay, that's good.
And so is there a lot of deliberation, or it just kind of...
I just like throwing things against the wall and seeing what sticks, and usually I just kind of ask Eric and Phil, like, do you guys think that's good? Or like, or often I'll try and bring two ideas and like, which one's better? I find that's easier. Right. So, sometimes you can play something. I think if you give someone one choice, it's harder to tell someone that was bad and I don't like it. But you give them a few choices, they can pick the one they like.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to hurt anyone's feelings.
And I think the fact we all have like relatively like the same foundation or taste in music, we all kind of like know what the song is going for or demanding. So like whatever they give me tends to be like, oh yeah, do that again. Or like Phil will do like a drum fill backs and be like, the fuck was that? Okay, now you got to put that in the song.
Like you gotta figure out what you just did.
And most time you're like, oh, what the fuck did I just did? I'm like, you did the do-ga thing. When we speak in language where we just make speaking drums and like rhythm patterns.
I like that this time for the writing process, like we've been writing a couple new songs because it's been a year, so of course we have. But Eric started recording our rehearsals, so like, if one of us does something, there was one where I was listening back, I was like, I like what I did there, but I don't remember what it was, so I need to like retranscribe what I did. But it's nice because then you don't lose it, right?
Yeah, because there's a few times I think where like Phil came up with some good stuff and you as well, where it's like, well, do the thing you did last time. You're like, oh, what the fuck did I do last time?
It's been like 2 weeks, man.
Yeah.